So I guess we should probably talk about what we were actually going to talk about, which was this Netflix show that we were really excited to watch last week. Okay, so I we all watched that new Netflix show, Too Hot to Handle. Uh, I thought we were all gonna hate it, but we ended up all binge watching it. Like I put on the first episode thing. I was only gonna watch that one episode so I could talk about it for the podcast. But I ended up binge watching the entire thing until 5 a.m. No, I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? So for just right now, I guess we can like talk no spoilers just for like a little bit. Hashim, what'd you think of your first reality show, bro?
So I'm gonna be honest, I did the same thing. I stayed up till 5 a.m. watching it. I thought I was gonna hate it, but I ended up liking it. The concept and the people were obnoxious, but I just thought that it was very entertaining. So I think it did its job. Netflix, good job.
I agree, man. Like I think like the production was well done. I like the concept. It's just it feels like they got kind of muddled a little bit towards the end. I'll explain later when we get to more spoilers. But Omar, what do you think, bro?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you guys end up until 5 a.m. to watch the show because I had trouble getting through the first 15 minutes of the first episode, and then you guys convinced me to watch the rest. Honestly, it was so cringy. Like, what
Look,
made you want to watch it?
look, bro.
Like,
Look.
I like the concept of it where like you practice abstinence, like hot people practice abstinence. Like I thought that was interesting because that's not something they used to, and they're around each other all the time. But what made you guys want to watch it? Please tell me.
Okay, look, man. Look, I did not want to watch the show. It's just I ended up watching the show because like you guys kind of like convinced me to, I guess. Like here's the thing. Remember, last week I literally said I don't want to watch the show because it's just hot people the problem. It was hot people the problem. It was literally just hot people the problem. But I don't know. I sometimes just like having people I feel superior to, I guess. Like I felt like I could look down on these fools sometimes. Except that one guy. Except that one guy. When we talked about the actual show, except that one guy, he was chill. But everyone else, it's just bro, like what
I
else
feel
are
like
you
we
gonna
can
do?
talk about the characters. I don't think we're like give it away by just talking about them.
Okay, okay.
No, yeah, I think we're fine with that. Like everybody was in their own feelings, except for like a couple of people.
Okay,
So
okay.
who'd you guys like the most,
Yeah,
Ursulan?
who's
Umar?
best
Guy
boy?
or girl? Guy or
No,
girl?
no, we're gonna do who's best boy, guys, and who's best girl. All right, I think for
All
me,
right, go ahead.
best boy was definitely Kells. Kells was legit. He was my homie. Like that man was after
Why?
that. He was
Why?
he
I
was
don't.
after the bag the whole time, bro. Like he was after that bag. He was playing
But
for the
Nah,
he
long
nah, he
game,
he
bro.
wasn't
he
though.
he.
He wasn't.
What do you
He
mean?
was after the bag when he got denied. He was after her, Francesca, when he had the
Okay.
opportunity
Okay,
to.
hold up. No, no, he wasn't. He literally shot down Francesca. Francesca was like, "Oh, let's have a little fun in the shower or whatever," right?
Yeah,
Oh, spoiler alert. But either way,
that's facts, Sasha.
Wait,
He
wait,
did
they
not.
still they still had fun in the shower, but they just didn't.
yeah, but
He did
he
not get
he
rejected, bro. He rejected her.
dude. Okay. Let's cut this. But overall, I think we all enjoyed it to like a certain extent. I mean, it was trash TV. It was literally the definition of trash TV. But if you have like
Yeah.
nothing to do during quarantine, who cares, right? Anyway, so Kells, my boy Kells, this man, he is legit a king. Like he is the definition of a king. He got his money. He yelled at some fools, and he even got the girls looking at him. But he made a girl cry because she couldn't get with him. Like think about that. That's some
Wait,
king
who'd he
stuff,
make
bro.
cry?
Well, Francesco was literally in tears, bro. Do you not remember? Like
No,
after,
no, no. But no, no. But isn't Harry the real winner? He got the money and he got the girl
uh,
while doing what he wanted to do
okay,
the whole time.
I get what you're saying. Yes, you're right there. But for me at least, Kells is a king. Kells is legit, bro.
I also like David. He gave up his
I'm
chance at a
with you
girl.
all the way on that boat, Hashim. David was the man. He was bros before hoes all the way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the only respectable people are Kells and David. Like David was bros before hoes, and Kells stick to his guns. Like he was sticking to his morals. I mean,
I mean,
So did you?
Sharon was all right. Sharon didn't really do anything like disrespectful like that. I mean, obviously he said some weird stuff at the beginning, but other than that, he did pretty well at the end.
yeah, I think Sharon and Rhonda had the best. If we're talking anime terms, they had the best character arc. Like
Yeah.
their development was fantastic. Everyone else, I think they're still assholes. Everyone else in the show. Okay, so Hashim, this is the thing I wanted to talk about before when we were like discussing the show a little bit. The
Yeah.
reason I don't enjoy the show as much as you guys might is because I feel like the producers literally involved themselves in literally every aspect of the show. Like, you know that one scene when like everyone was like grilling Sharon and Rhonda? I mean, they were like really happy for Sharon and Rhonda to like spend all that money. I felt like in normal situations, no one would act like that, right? Like they would not put someone else's love affair over their bag, right? Like I
Mhm.
notice during all the ending, right? Like when everyone got their money, Kells was
Yeah.
like the one who spoke the least because I'm pretty sure that the producers failed to like convince him to be super happy for like everyone else, and he was just like, I lost so much money, like come on, you know.
No, I think they did a good job of showing that he was mad whenever they lost money
But like
because he
remember,
was kind of just in the corner. He didn't
Yeah,
have really expression on his face. We knew that
that
he
was
was kind
his
of
that
pissed.
was his only emotion, being pissed.
I get that, man. I get that, but I just feel it feels like so like so you know like with the ending, right? Like with
Mhm.
Harry and Francesca being able to get all the money back, right?
Yeah.
That feels like such a producer thing to me, you know? Like I feel like originally they were gonna let them lose all that money and then let them like go back into the outside world with like everyone knowing that they basically lost like however much money they lost. I feel
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
producers they basically made it so you can't hate them for
Everyone goes home a winner. Yeah.
well, no, not just that. It's just so like because like these people's their lives are Instagram, right? Like their whole business model is Instagram, having followers, things like that. Imagine
Yeah.
if they did not like um if they did not win that money back. They would be the villains of the entire show. Like they would literally be hated by everyone who would watch the show because they literally ruined it for everyone else because they were selfish.
But I feel like that way it's more real. I feel like the producers did kind of get involved. You're right.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like
like
they kind of Disneyfied the ending to make it so it's a happy ending for everyone.
exactly. Yeah, and I freaking was so pissed off with that. I was just like, that literally goes against the entire point of the show, I guess. I mean, no, it doesn't. The whole point of the show was for them to grow as people, but at the same time, the money was also a key thing, bro. Like, because think about
So
the
if I don't think I don't understand about this kind of reality TV show is if they have another season, how do they not tell people that they're going on the same show?
yeah
Like, how
that
do they keep it a secret?
yeah
They would
that
have to change it. They would have to change the whole premise of it, and probably most of the rules too. Like I was thinking they could add more people to make it a little bit more difficult
But
for
why
like.
change what works? So I don't think Netflix is gonna change it. I think they're just gonna.
Well, who said it worked though? I
It's
mean,
like the number one show on Netflix right now.
well,
well,
we don't
everybody's
know
bored
that,
out
but
of their
yeah,
minds.
yeah. I agree with you, Hashim. Like I'm unsure as well because like the fact is, how are they gonna? They could maybe do like one more season. Like they could do one more season where like I guess not everyone has watched the show and they could probably convince like a bunch of Bachelor rejects to go on this experience, right? And then film all that. But I don't think they could do it past season two. Like after season two, I'm pretty sure the show's gonna be big enough to where like people know what's up. Like the whole
Yeah,
point of the
everyone
show
knows
is
what's
like
up.
the whole point of the show is like, oh, what? I thought we were gonna have this amazing vacation experience. No, we're not allowed to interact with each other. Like what the heck? But like yeah, that mystery is gonna be gone once the show pops off.
Hmm. You guys haven't
Marcel,
watched it.
what do you think of this show compared to Bachelor in Paradise? Like, what would you give it out of 10?
Um, out of 10, again, the producer stuff really knocked it down for me. And there was another thing I forgot what it was. There was like another thing that really pissed me off. Okay, so you remember that one scene when like Sharon and Rhonda went to go talk to each other in the freaking in the dressing room, like in the middle of the night?
Uh, yeah, like for early episodes, yeah.
Why were their mics on? Like, why were their mics on during that point? Like, did they
I
put the?
mean,
Because if you look carefully, right, none of the people have their
mm-hmm.
mics on when they go to bed because this could be mad uncomfortable, right? Why did they go into the dressing room with their mics on? And how is it possible that the only person who saw them was the person who was in the middle of a bunch of drama? Like Francesco's getting grilled for losing three thousand
Yeah.
dollars, yet she's the only one who saw all that happen. Again, I
At the
feel like
end of the day, it's a reality TV show. We know that not all of it's
Yeah.
authentic and
And
real.
about the mic thing, maybe they just had mics playing in the dressing room. Like, I feel like that's not the main concern. The Francesca one, yeah, that's all BS right there.
again, like I get it. It's reality TV. The producers need to make sure that's entertaining for everyone, so they have to create all this drama. But the reason I like Bachelors in Paradise more is because even when the producers get involved, the reactions that people have still feel authentic, at least to a certain extent. Like for example, in this previous season of The Bachelor, right? The main dude Peter and this one girl Victoria, right? They go on a date, and they're going on a date to a concert, and the person performing at the concert is Victoria's ex-boyfriend. Now, the producers obviously set that up. They knew that they used to date, but her reaction to him being at the concert was so freaking real. It was so authentic. Like it just felt more entertaining, I guess, in the long run. Like
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
don't feel dirty for like that drama because I feel like it was somewhat earned, I guess, you know?
Well, that's good
Yeah,
at
that makes
least.
sense. You made your point. We'll watch Bachelors in Paradise. We
All
get it.
right,
Yes.
now important question for you guys: Who's best girl? Who's waifu?
But all these girls were such trash. They were all
Okay,
kind of
bro.
trash.
I don't know
bro.
about that.
None
I
of
don't
them
know
were
about
pretty to
Yeah.
me.
that.
None of them were pretty to me. Like you guys can go off about Francesca, but none of
So
them
you
were
have
that
a
pretty to
favorite
me.
guy? You have a favorite guy, but not a
Yo.
favorite girl. Is that it?
I mean, it's only you know me, Homer. You know what we talk about after 2 a.m., bro.
I'm
You
just
know.
messing with you, man.
Yeah, no, for
Whoa,
like,
What the?
like, whoa.
look. I'll be honest.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Look, bro, I relate to the guys way more than the girls. The girls just, I don't know. They just all either were too dumb or just like had nothing to them. I guess. Okay,
I mean,
I like Chloe.
yeah.
I thought Chloe was gonna be really, really annoying, but when I realized that she was really looking for like an actual connection as opposed to just like appeal, like she could have just stuck with David because David was hot, but she literally felt like, oh, there's really nothing there. There's no chemistry. So she was looking for what she really wanted, like actual chemistry, I guess. And I kind of respected
That's
that. I guess
fair.
I kind of respected that. At the same time, she's too picky, bro. David's this nice guy. Like, give him a chance, bro. What are you doing?
I mean, everybody in the show was kind of picky, so you can't really like blame her for that.
No,
I
no,
mean,
dude.
that's what their whole identity is getting what they want and being hot. So I feel like
Materialistic,
they can be picky if
egotistical.
they want
yeah,
to.
exactly.
Because in the outside world, they have options too. It's not like
I-
they're
Yeah.
limited to the show.
Yeah, no.
I think for
Kelsey,
me,
Kelsey knew that.
favorite girl was Rhonda. Rhonda was probably the best one.
Yeah,
Only appearance though. 'cause-
And now they're practically celebrities, so
exactly.
yeah, they're famous on
No.
Instagram and everywhere else.
Well, no, Rhonda was chill too. Like she felt really grounded and real to me. Like I mean, she was like a single mother or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt like her stakes were more real. I wonder who's taking care of the kid though during all the filming, but I mean that's whatever.
Yeah, it's probably her parents or something, you know.
Her parents? Oh, her parents. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hashim,
Um,
who do you think?
yeah.
We gotta hear from you now.
I agree with Ursulan. I mean, I first liked Francesca, but I feel like she's like every other LA girl, so Ursulan has a point there.
Really, nobody on the show? Wow.
Yeah, no one. And then the guys, David, and I like the guy, the musician. Well, I forgot his name. What was it?
You like Bryce? What the
Yeah, I
heck?
like Bryce.
You
I
like
Bryce.
Bryce?
I said that too. I like Bryce too.
You
He's
guys
funny,
like
man.
Bryce?
He's
But
funny. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
he's a nice
dude.
guy? What are you
Yeah.
talking? He was borderline a rapist, bro.
Okay,
When was
wait
he
a
a rapist?
minute.
When?
He didn't. What?
Okay,
he only
he-
touched one girl,
He
bro.
did not rape anyone. But the way
It was
he
consent. It
the
was
way
consent.
he
All
was
right.
talking was so sleazy and
That
such,
was everyone in the show, though.
Okay,
But
it
him-
wasn't
And that was
everybody.
only the
him
beginning.
even more. Okay, again, again, Hashim, that I feel like the producers kind of toned him down. I feel like his actual personality is still the guy we saw in the beginning. Because think about it, bro. Look, I guess
Mm-hmm.
when we're kids, right? We imagine like, oh, living on a boat by yourself, doing whoever you want, whenever you want, all the time is probably like a really good life. But as you get older, you realize that that's just like really sad and really like sleazy. He even said it himself. He even said that the only reason he was doing all that was because he felt insecure and inferior to everyone else. So he wanted to like showcase like, oh look, I have a big boat. Oh, I get to sleep with all these women all the time. He was just making up for the fact that he's a loser. Like that's all he was doing.
I mean, it just sounded like
I
he
feel
was,
like that we resonated with him because we're all losers too.
Speak for yourself, Hashim, right?
I felt like he was literally a walking pile of like slime. I mean, I kind of felt for him
I
at the
liked
end.
him. I liked him.
I don't think so. I think he
There was something about him that I liked. I
Maybe
can't
you
really.
want- maybe we want to be him when we grow up.
No,
Maybe
I don't
that's
want to
it.
be him, but he just felt like a nice guy. Like he would be the one I would want to talk to in a conversation out of all of them.
I feel like we watched
If
two
I had
very
to pick.
different shows, guys. I honestly do. I feel like we watched very different
Maybe
shows.
we did, honestly.
Because like Bryce
Like
seemed
Umar,
like
if
an
you could pick
asshole,
one
man.
guy that you wanted to talk to, who would you pick? Just in a conversation.
Kells.
Conversation. Probably David.
If we
Yeah.
could
Bryce.
invite one person to the podcast that can give us the best, like David's just like too much positivity. That's
I mean,
like he sounds fake. It's a point that's like it's kind of fake.
I would pick
Kinda
Sharon. man.
fake.
I think Sharon would be super dope to have on the podcast.
Sure, yeah, we needed Kevin Hart on the show. That'd be amazing.
Is it just
Did
because
you
he's
just
short?
tag
Is
his
it,
height?
is it really just because he's short? Like, is that it?
No, his personality too. Are you kidding me? It's literally just because he's short and his personality. That's the only two things that make him Kevin Hart.
Hey,
And those are the only two things Kevin Hart is made out of. You're telling me I'm wrong.
give me your best
I
Kevin
don't
Hart
know why
impression.
people like that Jesus guy. He was like
Oh, that guy.
he was just
Dude.
dumbass. He was just
Dude.
dumbass, honestly.
He was. The Jesus joke got old after the fourth time they did it, and they did it a fifth time
Yeah.
afterwards.
I
I'm just
know.
like, bruh, please.
The only thing
I
he
don't even know
brought to
his
the
real
table
name.
was
I
his,
don't even know
was
his
his like
real name.
His name was
the only thing he brought to the table was his hair. Like he couldn't even hold a conversation.
honestly.
Yeah,
that-
his hair and his tattoos. That was it.
I think that's why they kept doing the Jesus joke because like he had no personality except the fact that he looked like Jesus.
No, but like if you go on Instagram, everyone loved him. I don't know why.
Well, if you go on his
Maybe
Instagram,
just the way it
of
looked.
course,
Maybe just the way it looked.
look, he's from Boulder, Colorado, and I could definitely tell that just by looking at him. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
he's just like it's about the free market, man. Like I'm just trying to live my life out here,
He-
bruh.
He's one of those people that thinks he's an intellectual, but he's not. Like when you like actually look at what he's saying, he's like, let's say like bullshit.
Yeah, he was crushing on that white chick who was basically saying the same shit,
Okay.
like bullshit spirit stuff.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
They sound like two stoners.
They are two stoners, honestly.
I was so confused on why he kept saying that he couldn't connect to anyone. I mean, no one was hitting on the Irish chick. Why didn't no one go after the Irish chick?
I
He
feel like
probably asked
everybody.
everyone their star sign, and it was like, nah, you're not compatible.
The
He's
Zodiac?
definitely that type of guy.
Oh
Absolutely.
my god.
He has to make sure the healing crystals match up or whatever.
100%.
Exactly. The
That's the
mood
vibe I
rings,
got from him.
they have to be the same color or some shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Irish chick was definitely the 10-10 of the show. Omar, you get that reference, right? Like she was the 10-10 of this entire experience. And
I
she
feel like
said-
everybody thought her accent was annoying. Maybe that's why.
I liked her accent. I thought it was hot.
Like, I don't know. Everybody had this, I don't know. Maybe she was like the one with the least attractive accent on the show to them. Because there were so many people with different accents.
I mean, if you think
Irish accent's just strong.
if you think Chloe from SX was really not kind of grating at times, I mean, good for you, I guess. But I mean, overall, I mean, it was. Would you guys watch season 2? I mean, know that it's going to be completely different people. It's not going to be the same people at all.
Probably not, if I'm being
I
honest.
feel like I would watch season 2 just like when I'm free.
You would watch it? I don't
Not
think
something I
I'd
would
watch it.
actively wait for. Something that like I would be like, oh, it's on Netflix. I mean, you should watch it.
You would-
I think I'm done with reality TV after this.
Nah,
to be
bro,
fair.
no. You gotta watch
You
Bachelor
just
in Paradise,
entered the
bro.
world.
You
I
gotta
just
watch
entered
Bachelor
the.
in
I'm
Paradise.
stepping out. I'm sorry.
Nah, Omar, you gotta watch Bachelor
I'm pulling
in
out.
Paradise.
I'm
my
pulling
guy.
out.
You gotta watch
That's
Bachelors
fine.
in Paradise, bro. Come on.
Batch, yo, you're crazy.
No, dude, come on.
No
you
way.
gotta watch it with me.
I'm not.
We're gonna
No.
cuddle together after this. It's gonna come out after this quarantine anyway. So we're gonna
Alright,
cuddle
Ruslan, you're
together.
making a
Alright,
lot
you
of
convinced
rainbow
me. You
jokes
can stop
today.
talking. You convinced me. You got me after cuddling.
Hey, there
Ruslan,
we
you're
go,
making
bro.
a lot of rainbow
Okay, we're
jokes
gonna
today.
cut that out.
Yo, Hashim, what's wrong with you, man? It's okay. This is the safe space. I'm kidding. But yeah.
Okay.
Anything else going on with you guys?
I feel like we really talked it out. I feel like we need to move on to the next topic.
Yeah, exactly.